Hey guys, I wanted to get on here real quick, make a little announcement, and talk about a topic that has been on my heart lately. And I believe that God has called me to start preaching the Gospels, and what better way to do it than start, making videos. And that is the first announcement. Hopefully, this is the first of many. And the second thing I want to talk about was things that happened a few weeks ago. We had the school shootings, then we also had the stabbing in Charlotte of that young woman, and then we also had the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I kept praying and asking God, like, what is something that would describe just what is going on in that week alone? And I believe that he was trying to show me Psalm 36. And it says, sin whispers to the wicked deep within their hearts. They have no fear of God at all. In their blind conceit, they cannot see how wicked they really are. Everything they say is crooked and deceitful. They refuse to act wisely or do good. They lie awake at night hatching sinful plots. Their actions are never good, and they make no attempt to turn from evil. Now, I don't know about you, but that pretty much sounds like everything that's happened in that week. And if you look throughout history, you can see it in those areas too. And the one thing that I kept seeing, though, was that it had the opposite effect. What happened when that young man shot Charlie Kirk? It didn't have the impact that he thought it would. It had the actual opposite. It was something that was bigger than what we could ever imagine. And if you go a little bit further down into that psalm, it says, "How precious is your unfailing love, O God! All humanity finds shelter in the shadow of your wings." There were people all over the world that were just running to Jesus, saying that Christ is King. That right there is incredible. And they were all celebrating just Charlie Kirk. They were saying, look at this guy who was just out there preaching the Gospels. He really was. He was the modern day Billy Graham. And honestly, it's incredible the impact. There's people who walked away from the faith who are now coming back to the faith. There are people who've never even been to church who are now coming to church and asking questions about God. They're reading the Bible for the first time in their entire lives. And it is incredible just the impact that one person had. Imagine the impact that you can have on that one person. So guys, I hope that I can keep cranking more videos out like this. I hope it can help you in your faith walk. I pray, God, that we can talk about more stuff in this, including like history or news that might be going on in the world. So anything like that. So I wanted to get out there and start preaching the Gospels. So have a good night, everybody.